Welcome to iDriveSoCal, the podcast all about mobility from the automotive capital of the United States, Southern California. I'm Tom Smith. Here's the latest in mobility news. The Consumer Electronics Show takes over Las Vegas this week. The show has evolved into what USA Today calls one of the 10 best automotive shows of the year. And Consumer Reports says it's the auto industry's favorite showcase for self-driving technology. With every major automotive manufacturer participating, this year's show should not disappoint. In addition to autonomous driving, the focus will be on the connected car and e-payments in cars. The CES show's parent organization, the Consumer Technology Association, has given an innovation award to a San Diego-based company that's developed a new gadget for motorcyclists. The company is called NewViz, and they've created a heads-up display that attaches to motorcycle riders' helmets. Riders can monitor their speed, navigation instructions, manage phone calls, and listen to music, all with the help of the device. And the all-powerful empire of Google is wrestling with yet another of the world's most common problems. Their bicycles keep getting stolen. The Wall Street Journal says the company provides about 1,100 G-bikes for its workforce to more easily get around their massive Mountain View campus. The problem is that local residents regularly borrow the bikes for their own use. Between 100 and 250 bikes go missing each week. Google has organized a team of 30 staffers that has begun tracking the missing rides down. The bikes have been recovered from a variety of places, including from local schools, in neighbors' lawns, at the bottom of an area creek bed, and the rooftop of a local sports bar. And that's what's happening in mobility news. Coming up this week on iDriveSoCal, we take a couple of deep dives into the question we've all asked ourselves many times over. Should I buy or should I lease when it comes time for my next new car? And as we sit down with executives from a couple different SoCal car dealerships, we hear similar but slightly different expert opinions, both of which make a lot of sense.
Buying a car is not an investment. So if it's not a good investment, why would you want to buy it? You know, as you drive the car, it starts depreciating. Every day that you're putting miles on it, every day that's getting weathered and it's on the road, is losing value. As you drive them, as it gets older, it's not like wine. As the older they get, the more money they're going to worth. So you don't want to own something that just keep going down in value. Because if you buy it, by the time you add the interest and the tax and license and everything, a $20,000 car is going to cost you close to 30 grand. So, and by the time you're done paying the 30 grand, the car's probably going to worth about 5 grand with all the miles on it.
Overall, the question of leasing versus buying might come down to you and your own personal use case.
Back in 2009 in Southern California, our ratio was probably 30% lease, 70% purchase. And over a course of 8 years, it's flip-flopped quite a bit. Let's just hypothetically say $400 a month on a $22,000 car. You can lease that same vehicle for about $280. That consumer will take a little closer look at the lease because it's such more cost-effective way to drive the vehicle that they want. If you're one of those people that changes cars out and like new vehicles every 3 years, absolutely leasing works perfect for them. But it doesn't fit all situations. I think it's an individual case-by-case basis. It depends on your needs.
Subscribe to the iDriveSoCal podcast and never miss an episode. Or follow us on Facebook and Twitter for the latest editions. For iDriveSoCal, I'm Tom Smith. Thanks for listening. This
episode was engineered and edited by Micah Palmquist.